Hola, ¿cómo estás everybody? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Today's video is going to be about the power to manifest. Manifest quickly. And let's get right into it. And don't mind me, I just came from the gym. And yeah, let's get into it. Number 1, don't tell nobody your business, your plans, your moves, or everybody. Don't tell anybody, don't tell everybody. Wait until it's actually done. Wait until what you actually manifested to be done. And then you can say, yeah, I've been planning this and doing that and stuff like that, and eventually I got here and I finally have it. They be like, wow, like you really be getting what you want, stuff like that. And it's not even just to impress others, but it's just like when you tell other people your plans and what you manifest or manifesting, like their limited belief can block your blessings. It can block the process of you manifesting what you're trying to get. And because of that, it becomes a blockage. So eventually it delays your process of getting it sooner than later, or like it either doesn't happen at all. Because people's belief in the power of the thought and stuff like that from to another person and even from themselves are very powerful, that at the point that it does not happen. There's been times where I said, oh yeah, I was going to do this, that, and the third, and I was going to be so consistent, and I did like one time or twice maybe, and after that I didn't do it again. I never stayed consistent with it. But I peeped that when I didn't tell anybody, like for real, like a whole in-depth of what I'm manifesting and doing and stuff like that to get it, I'd be way more consistent. I stay on top of it. I'd be way more focused on it, and I make sure that I don't be blurred and forgetting what I was doing in the first place. Like, it helps you stay focused, it helps you stay on path and getting whatever it is, getting that bag, getting that car, getting that apartment. What else? Like making your first trip out of the state, like anything big, anything little. When you start with the little things, you'll be able to hold yourself accountable and hold yourself at a stance. Like you can't and won't tell much about your plans. Like just be like, yeah, oh, I'm thinking about what the band be like, oh yeah, I would love this. You could just say, oh, I would love this and stuff like that. So if anybody asks me like, oh, what you guys going there? I'm like, oh, I would love to do this, that, the third. But when that person actively knows that you're actively trying to pursue it, their beliefs can affect the process of you manifesting it. So basically, work in silence until it is done. Number 2, create space for your manifestation. What do you mean by create space for your manifestation? You're like, oh, if I'm thinking it, that's me creating space because I'm thinking it and trying to manifest it through my thoughts, through words. And I'm just like, no. Am I blurry? Oh, hello. Thank you. It's like, it's not just that. It's thought, imagery, words, action, and the space that you put it in. If you want high vibrational things, you have to throw out the low vibrational habits that are not working out for you. Why? Because high vibrational things don't hang out with low vibration things. Because if it was to do that, it would go on their freaking vibration.
What was that?
High vibration would go down because it's either gonna hang out on its vibration or above. It's not gonna go below. So when it comes to, for example, like you want to change out your wardrobe, and you want to change your whole style. In order for you to really make room, and you have to throw away the old clothes, because one, your closet is full of old clothes. So how do you think, where you think you're gonna put all your new clothes at? Where you think you're gonna put your new clothes at? In a pile? Like, no. If anything, you need to either make room, make space for what you're manifesting, which is that new wardrobe, that new style that you want to look like. So for example, you're more tomboy and then you want to get in your more feminine and girly area when it comes to styles and stuff like that. Well, the girly stuff need room to sit around and hang. They need to be in the closet too, but they can only be able to do that if it's room for them. Just like it's like the saying, go where you're wanted, because that means go where you're wanted, which means it's space for you to be in that space. You're wanted there, so automatically a spot is open for you and you gonna take it. Same thing for your clothes and stuff like that. The new clothes ain't gonna take a spot that's not wanted. So yeah, leave space for the things that you're manifesting, because if you do not make space and make room for them, they will not stay in your life with how you need and how you want to. Because for example, making space for what people working out, like me working out, you have to make space to work out. You have to make space. You have to dedicate a time to work out and go to the gym. Why? Because if I don't make space for it, it's not going to get done. It could be in my head, it's not going to get done. I'm not going to the gym. It's not going to get done. So if you don't make space for something that you want, that's how you know you're going to actually have it, because you're leaving room for it. You're letting the universe and everything in the aspect of manifesting, telling them, I want this. I'm creating room for this. I welcome you into my life. I welcome you into my space. And I welcome this, and I welcome receiving all the good things I'm asking for. Literally. That's what it's all about. Because if you're not leaving space, how do you think it's going to fit in your life? And how do you think you're going to maintain it? That is a big thing. How are you going to maintain for something that you're trying to squeeze in? But it's something that you want, but you don't. Like, if it's something that you really, really want, you have to make space for it. That's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. The universe don't play about, oh, if you want this, okay, you can have a little bit of it. No, they're going to give you the whole thing. They going to give you the whole thing. They don't play. They do not play. They say, you want this? Oh, okay, show me you want to. Here it is. They gonna give it to you. They gonna test you if you can maintain it or not by leaving the space that is needed to the weight of that thing, whatever you're manifesting is. So yeah, that's number 2. Number 3. Why I do my 3 like that? Number 3. Don't be thirsty. Now, what you mean don't be thirsty? Ain't manifesting like, oh, always saying over and over what you want? Not necessarily. When it comes to manifesting, you want to say what you want, pen it, imagine, put it in your imagination, vision it like it's already happened, envisioning what you're doing in those things, like actively doing in that moment. Vision it, feel it. Imagine and feel what it feels to be in that position of your life. That's step 1. Write it down, telling the universe, I want this. I imagine myself doing this. This is what I'm doing in 5 months. Don't even put a time. I'm doing this. Just make it present. Just make it present, because it's sooner you saying I am, your body's like, oh, she is, and then your body and you, based on the knowledge that you know that person does, you're gonna eventually do it. So you're not being thirsty and thinking about it all the time. People that think about things all the time don't get it. If all they do is just solely think and not do, they're never gonna get what they wanted. It's like being so thirsty to think on it. It's like telling the universe, I want this so bad. It's like when I have it, I'm never gonna let it go. The universe is gonna take that in a negative way, because it's just going to think like you're not gonna be able to be in line right with obtaining what is given to you. Like a person want money so bad, they just thinking on the money part. And then when they get the money, they spend it. They were so thirsty for it. Now they have it. Now they just spend it and spend it and spend it and spend it. And mama get it and spend it and spend it and spend it, because they're so thirsty for the money. They didn't even have, they was just thinking on just, I want money, I want money, I want money, I want money. That's it. I want money. That's all they didn't go in depth in what, when they get the money, what are they going to do with that money? How are they going to invest in that money? What is the purpose of this money? Because money has no value for real. It has value in what you do with it. I use just a piece of paper from tree, printed. You think that's special? No, the special part is what you can do with the money. Having freedom. Having freedom is the special part. The money is not having what you can do with that money, the impact with that money. But if you don't know what you're gonna do with that money and you just want the money, you just gonna go all over the place. You're gonna be unstructured, unorganized. So don't be thirsty. Think about it. Like, I want this. Know exactly what you're gonna do with this, so you don't just splurge and just get out of control and be like, dang, where did the money go that I just received? And then you're not even gonna know how to get it back. Because what if that was the only time? Because that was the universe testing you to see, okay, I'm gonna give you this. Now we're gonna see how you act. And if you can't act in a character that has this money and knows how to handle it right, they are not going to give it to you again. Because only the people that have a lot of money, they know how to manage their money. They know how to use their money. They know how to use their money. They know how to not have money control them. They have the money work for them. The money is in control. The person is in control of the money. The money is not in control of the person. So, yeah, don't be thirsty. And yeah, they be like, okay, how do you not be thirsty? Think about it, imagine it, manifest it, write it down, envision it, put a vision board. Like, really be in character with yourself with this, what you're manifesting. And then after it, just let it go. Now, what do you mean by let it go? You don't even have to think about it again. You can write it down. 2024, I am this. I am a millionaire. Now all you have to do is act like you already are that millionaire. Because millionaires act like they already are, and because they act like what a millionaire obtains to become a millionaire, they continue it, so they don't have to act and rethink, oh, I want money, I want money. They don't have to think it because they got the traits, they got the characteristics, they got the skills on becoming a millionaire. But the only way you get like that is upholding habits. Millionaires, billionaires, people with money habits, wealthy people habits, healthy people habits. And that's inner work on what you have to do. If you have a money problem and you do not know how to manage your money, the universe is going to give you a harder time in giving it to you, because it doesn't trust to give it to you because of the person that you are now. So you have to convert and change and convert into a newer, higher self of you, your higher self, and get into that character. Because if you don't get into that character, how are you going to keep your money? How are you going to keep the lifestyle that you want? How are you going to keep all these luxury things, or not even, it doesn't even have to be luxury, but keep the freedom that you was loving when you had it. You don't do that by just splurging. You do that by strategizing what you gonna do, how you gonna do it, how you gonna present it, and how you gonna apply it and execute it in life. That's how it goes. Number 4, be grateful for what you have. Now, this is very, very important. Probably made it don't matter in the steps on like what you do this in, but it matters doing it all. Be grateful for what you have. If you are not grateful for what you have, how are you going to be grateful for what you receive? And so it's like you being in a relationship and you feeling that the person is not being grateful towards you, like that person's not grateful for you. It's gonna make you want to leave, right? It's gonna make you want to leave, right? Because it's like, why am I staying somewhere that I feel like I am not celebrated, I am not grateful for, I'm not It's not even an ego thing. It's just like celebrated, welcome, and thankful, grateful for real about the person you are with. But if you don't feel that, you don't want to be in the relationship. You want to leave. You want to be in a place where you feel welcomed, safe, grateful. When a person is grateful for somebody, they be careful. They be fragile, right? Not in a negative way. They fragile in a caring way. It's like when somebody get a new car, they be real sensitive and they pay a lot of attention to how they're taking care of that car, because they want to keep up it like they just got a new car, or like have that new car type of look every day. So like that's how you gotta obtain the things that you have right now, because once you get that in check, the universe is going to see that it's like, okay, she's grateful for what she has even now. Oh, she's gonna be even more grateful and what we finna bless her with. It's the same thing with God. Like, God is number one. Like, you gotta tell God, I'm so thankful for everything you have done right now in my past and in my future, because everything that you have done is building me into the character that I need to become to obtain the things that I want and what you want me to do. And the things that you want me to do. Because if I'm not that character that's able to obtain those things, everything will come to crumbles. And if you don't show that type of appreciation, then you won't be able to really enjoy the positivity in everything that is waiting on you. And now, in your present tense too. Like, even in your past tense, even when it was hurting, like, even in the bad moments, I'm like, I still gotta be grateful. Like, I'm grateful for this because it turned me into and built me into a character now, and built me into a better character, and taught me what I do not want and what I want, what I do not want to act and how I do want to act. Be grateful for the things that you have now, because it will create a better blessing for you in the future. Greedy people don't continue to be blessed, okay? Just take that as the pointer. And number five. Okay, so number 5 is find the best method, manifestation method that works best for you. Now, why is this? Because everybody is different. I personally, what's best for me is dreaming about it, writing about it, journaling about it, like doing a story type of layout about it. Those are the things that really put me into character. Those are the things that really put me into the mind space. Like, yeah, I feel it. I feel every single feeling as if I already have it. I feel the happiness. I feel the freedom. I feel the weight of stress lifted off my shoulders. I feel of how proud I am of myself. I feel the emotions of how grateful I am for God for allowing this to happen. I feel all of that by doing those things. But the only way I was able to really know and figure out that those things help me is because I had to actively do them. Now, manifesting and for like meditation, it works for like calming me down. It doesn't really have the same effect like I do for the other things with meditating. Meditating doesn't really have that effect on me, but it might do it on you. So I want you to try every single one of them out and see if they help you, and which one ever helps you feel that type of feeling that I was describing the most. Continue that and attack it and continue using that for everything that you are manifesting. And that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I missed you guys, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell your piggy, your doggy, your cat, your fish, I said dog already, your fence, your birdie, your chicken in the farm, on the tail, your horse, your couch, your cousin, your mama, your brother, everything about me. And I'ma see y'all in the next time.